Heyo, your friend the neighborhood quarter guy here, and I've got an announcement to make. Now, there won't be a stream or a My 25 Cents worth this coming weekend, but the reason for that is I will be attending Anime Milwaukee, Wisconsin's largest anime convention, and it is this weekend, the 17th through the 19th. It'll be at the Hyatt Regency in Wisconsin Center. And it'll feature such guests as voice actors like Zach Aguilar, Laura Post, Max Middleman, Ray Chase, Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham, Austin Tyndall, Ian Sinclair, Vic Mignogna, Erica Mendez, Erica Lindbeck, Lucian Dodge, Joel McDonald, and Matthew Mercer. There's going to be lots of panels, lots of fun stuff, lots of gaming stuff. So if you have, try and drop by. You might find me. Anyways, I got updates. This year's Extra Life campaign is in full swing. So far, I've raised $40 out of my goal of $1,500. Every Twitch stream I have this year will be raising money for my campaign, including this November's 24-hour game day. There's a link in the description of my Extra Life campaign. If you happen to have money and want to donate to a good cause, that's what it's there for. And I've already gotten my script proofread for my top 10 favorite Alola Pokemon, which means my editing stage is about to begin, after footage hunting, of course, which is a pain. But, what are you going to do? Alright, for my question of the week. Have you ever wanted to meet a voice actor? As always, leave your answers in the comments. Favorite comments will be featured in the next episode. Here are last week's winners. And with that, time for the fourth wall mailbag. As always, send me your questions via YouTube messages. Go to the About tab on my channel, click the Send Message button, and I'll answer my favorite questions on the next episode. First question this week comes from Aubrey Westhousing, who asks, do you believe there's a game can be so good it's bad? If so, can you think of any examples? Well, to be honest, if a game is good, then, well, it's good. But the problem is when a game is so showered with acclaim that outsiders get sick of hearing about it. Games like Overwatch and Undertale. In fact, I can imagine people getting so sick of games that get showered with acclaim that they'll look for any little thing wrong with it. I doubt that's what you mean by so good it's bad, but that's kind of the way I see it. Next question comes from the Keyblade Warrior, who asks, what are your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters? Well, I got a few to talk about. Let's see, my favorite monster is probably Yusei Fudo's Stardust Dragon. Easy to summon level 8, awesome effect. Great potential. Also a fan of the Blackwings, Crow's monsters from the 5Ds anime. One of my favorite decks to run was always the 6 Samurai, though they aren't exactly as viable now as they used to be. And for a while I played Chaos Angels, and during that time, Archlord Christio is a big favorite of mine, because it pretty much locked down an opponent's special summons unless it gets destroyed. Relatively easy special summoning condition, and 2800 attack points, plus synergy with Honest. So yeah. Next question comes from Beckett Sullivan, who asks, what Mega Man game do you consider the hardest? I would have to say the Mega Man Zero games. There are a couple of bullshit moments in the Mega Man Zero series, but to be honest, a lot of the hardness of those games comes in genuine challenge. I mean, there are some bosses that are tricky to counter. There are some platforming segments that can be pretty unforgiving unless you're prepared for them. And the game pretty much encourages you not to use the Cyber Elf system if you want more mission points. And you're going to need those mission points, especially in 2, 3, and 4, to get the EX skills. I would say Mega Man and Base is also hard, but a lot of the hardness in Mega Man and Base is for bullshit reasons. I mean, one of the biggest issues I think of Mega Man and Base is that the levels seem to be designed for Base, but the boss fights, for the most part, seem designed with Mega Man in mind. And don't get me started on King Stage 2. Dear Lord. Next question comes from Canadian Samurai, who asks, ever considered a countdown of your favorite mains you use in fighting games? Well, to be honest, the idea never really occurred to me, though it would be an interesting thing to talk about. Though, to be honest, I'm kind of vanilla as shit and kind of gravitate toward poster characters. I've said it before, I have a thing for poster characters. Ragna, Heart, Soul, Kyo, Terry, characters like that. That's not to say I like all poster characters. I haven't even played Soul Calibur 5, and from what I've heard about Patroclus, ugh. Last question this week comes from Simon Kim, who is obviously a fan of Saki from Arcana Heart, who asks, if Arcana Heart 4 gets released, will Minori Amanohara get a better backstory? Probably.